A client question from yesterday from someone who's having a civil ceremony at San Francisco City Hall. They asked this: our guest count includes 8 people, not including the couple, just our immediate family. I know the limit is 6, but I wanted to ask if, based on your experience, they might allow in a couple of extra guests. So from my own experience with around 300 civil ceremonies under my belt, here is my take. The official rule is 6 guests, and it's important to remember that that can be invoked at any time. The officiant has complete say on how many guests they will allow. However, it is very common for the officiant to relax the rules in practice. The closer you are to the limit, the more likely the officiant will overlook it. Of the roughly 300 ceremonies, I can recall only about 3 or 4 where the extra guests were requested not to be within the rotunda, which is where the ceremonies take place. If you do have a few extra guests and the officiant doesn't want them in the immediate ceremony space, there is still a way for everyone to be involved. Your extra guests would likely be asked to spectate from 1 floor up, the 3rd floor mezzanine overlooking the rotunda, or at the bottom of the steps that lead up to the rotunda. They're still part of it, they just won't be as close and probably won't be able to hear anything due to the acoustics. Conversely, there have been many civil ceremonies in which the couple brought in 25 or even 30 guests, and they were not only welcomed in, but the officiant even used a more spacious area like the 4th floor and the mayor's balcony to accommodate the larger group. It really is 100% decided by the officiant that you happen to get, their mood, their preferences, maybe if they've had a lot of rowdy weddings recently, whether they are new to it, and just whether they are a stickler for the rules. It usually is not a big issue, but just so that you can be prepared with those extra guests, I have 2 tips for you. Number 1, prepare the extra guests in advance that there is a small chance they may have to sit out of the 3-minute ceremony, but can watch from a short distance away and rejoin immediately on conclusion. Tip 2 is just to be honest and speak up about your slightly larger group when you check in and meet the officiant before the ceremony. Be very deferential to them, and you could say something like, I know we're not allowed to have more than 6 guests, but we do have X extra family members, and it would just mean the world to us if they could witness the ceremony from within the rotunda. However, I completely understand if you're not able to allow this. Works a charm. I've been Zoe of Zoe Larkin Photography. Do reach out to me via my website, zoelarkin.com, if you are looking for a photographer for your San Francisco City Hall ceremony.